Hello, my good time friends, and welcome again to Steph's Good Times Kitchen. Please come sit by the fire. This is my little fireplace. I'm Canadian. It's starting to get cold, so this keeps us warm, nice and cozy by the fire where we cook. Hell, yeah, right? Okay, so today I have a great little recipe for you. This is one of my favorites. It's super easy to make. I created this when my kids were little and they wouldn't eat mushrooms or onions. So this was a great way to put this into their diets, and they loved it. They just loved it. So what you're gonna want is, number one, a frying pan, and you're gonna turn that frying pan onto about to medium low. Okay, that's one of my favorite temperatures. So we're gonna let that sit there. And then we're going to take our spat of butter, because I love these spats of butter, right? This is a fat spat. So, like a chunk, right? Nice chunk. Oh, is that a hair? Oh my. You even see? We get hairs on TV. This isn't TV, but you're on video. Hairs everywhere. This is raw. This is coming to you live. It's not really live. It's in my little kitchen studio there that I've created. But I do lives, but over on Facebook. I'm going to get to do lives here soon. I just got a notice in 24 hours my live capabilities will be up and ready. So then I'll be able to do lives with you. But I do these videos not from script. I just, swing it. So, you're going to want a clove of garlic. I'm not even paying attention. I didn't even get to, you saw me go whap, right? I'm just chatting and cooking. 1 clove of garlic. You're going to want about a cup of mushrooms, or 250 grams of mushrooms. I cheated. This is a package of mushrooms. And then 1 solid, nice red onion. Spanish onion. You can use any kind of onion, but if you're going to use a yellow onion, you're going to have to turn down the heat and cook it slower. And then a white onion, I'm not really sure, because I don't really cook with white onions, to be honest. So I'm not just going to bullshit sometime, but I'm assuming it's reasonable to a red onion. I think they're even lighter, perhaps. So while our butter is melting, I'm also going to take a tablespoon of thyme, maybe a teaspoon actually, because this is dried, so it's from concentrate. And I didn't get my spoons ready. Teaspoon. From concentrate. So you come over here, you can see what I'm doing, right? We're just going to put that in, nice heaping one. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so a teaspoon, not a heaping, just a nice leveled teaspoon, okay? Oh, you can smell it already in the butter, okay? We're gonna cook out our herbs a little bit first in the butter. It brings out the flavors. Oh, it's a new one. I bought this just for you guys. This is some dried basil. It's great if you can make this recipe with fresh basil if you have it. It's wonderful. Just a couple sprigs is all you need. It's more for the flavor, but because this is dry, I'm just gonna use this. Can you, oh, I got some on the candle. It smells great. So I'm gonna put that in there too, all right? Woo! And then that just sits. That's so easy, eh? That is really easy, isn't it? Okay, and then we're gonna take a salt, some salt, about that much salt, right? Oh, my daughter was late for school again today. Love those computers. Okay, I mean the nighttime computers, even though there's no internet access allowed, your computer's gone. They can find ways. Their phones. Can't take my phone. There. Okay. So, anyways, every mother's, parent's, teenage nightmare. But whatever. Alright. Hopefully they don't live like this forever. Or maybe they just work in different time zones. Who knows? Maybe they're practicing to move to the other side a little bit. So a smidgen of pepper. See, do you see how like raw that is? My phone. Forgot to even turn off the ringer. I'll put that over there. So now I'm gonna give my little pan a thought, a little frying pan here. You see, I've got the nice herbs in there with the butter. Oh, that smells delicious. Now you don't want to keep this too high because you don't want to overcook them and burn them. You just want to release the aroma, okay? That's all, but we do not want them to burn. So we're going to just turn that down a little bit then. So you don't want the butter to burn either. Just nice brown, okay? So then while that is happening, over there, back over there, I'm not forgetting anything here, nope. We're going to take our onion, and we're going to chop that sucker right up. The whole thing, we're putting this whole entire onion right in there. Oh yeah. This is going to be so delicious. I always like to make sure my red onions are peeled pretty well because you see this part here, that's going to come out and it's going to turn all hard sometimes. So I'm just going to take that last cover off there. And then again, remember you cut with like that so you're not, there you go. I don't know why I do that. It's kind of like, you know, the tennis player that says, ugh, that extra power gives you that extra little, put your timing up. In, whatever that means. See, again, that little kind of part there. Maybe it got bumped and bruised along the way, frozen. A lot of our stuff gets frozen when it's way up in the airplane, right? Okay. And then you can slice these any way you like. If you're gonna want your sauce chunky, then, oh, that's nice. That's just perfect. Just getting beautiful, look. Let me share with you, GoodTimes friends. I wish we could smell through, but see how that is nice golden. It's not dark, nothing's stuck. The butter is not burning. It's just creating that nice, lovely, salted foam there. But, smells delicious. So let that just sit more. Okay. Then, so this sauce, we're going to add another component after. But you can either have it chunky or you can have it more blended. It's up to you. I think I might do a more, well, we'll see. Maybe I'll do it the old school way and show you guys exactly how the recipe's supposed to go. But if you don't want to put that much effort in, you can have it chunky or even julienne with the lovely Spanish onions. Oh, look at those suckers all flying out. So now I'm going to add the onions. Ooh, yum. And while that's cooking, can you hear that? Isn't that lovely? You probably hear all the children. There's a school that lives across the street. Well, the school doesn't live across the street from me. I live across the street from a school and 2 daycares. And it's a junior school, so it can get busy. So if you ever hear in the videos and you hear children screaming in the background, they're not mine. Don't call the Children's Aid Society. Are you even allowed to say that? You get like banned or something for using those words. I better look up the Bible of words aloud. Okay, so there's that. Again, we've turned our heat down. Okay, we've turned it down before we put those onions in because we again are cooking the onions on a very slow, low temperature. We're gonna have like all the flavor of the onions slowly come out. Okay, this is an art form to cook the onions. So I'm half Macedonian. There's some Slav in there too, right? You've got to cook the onions properly. Anything can be made with onions. You can make a whole meal out of an onion in 10 different ways. You probably could, if not more. So I'm just going to give these a little stir, cover up all the onions nicely with the herbs. Oh my gosh, you know what song I'm singing? The Love Boat. Don't want to get copyright, can't sing that song. Alright, and then you're going to throw your mushrooms in there. They're a little chunky at the moment, but they're going to shrink up as mushrooms always do. Alright. Give that another little mix. Oh, delicioso. Delicioso. Okay. Our pat of garlic. Not our pat. It's not a pat. It's a clove. Get the words right. It's a clove, Stephanie. Is it called a clove? Not a pat. It's a pat of butter. This is a clove of garlic. So you take your clove. I can do like those karate chops. Look at. Voila. And then you're just going to chop all that up. Remember, fingers, pointing, nails. Aye! I get myself. I got my nail. Whew. See? If that nail wasn't pointing down, that could have been my finger. Yeah. Wow. There you go. What a wonderful video. Thanks for joining me in the Good Times kitchen. So now we're going to just do it without our fingers. Chop like this. It's probably even just safer if you just chop it all like this half the time anyways. Right? There's no blood. I'm not bleeding into the food. Just cut my nail. This is for good times and fun, right? This is not au professionnel. This is not how you would cook in a restaurant kitchen. This is just what moms do for the kids when nobody's looking, okay? But now you're looking. All right, then I'm gonna add that garlic right to that pan, like so. So I'll come over here and I'll show you exactly what you want to do. So you're just gonna make sure these are all nicely stirred, well blended, because we're going to slowly, the word is saute, right? I think on a low heat though, low heat saute. I think we might even have to add another pat of butter to that. What do you think, guys? Do you think it needs another pat of butter? What do you think? There's still some mushrooms that aren't quite coated fully. We're going to be cooking these for a little while. So, ooh, those onions are making my eyes tear already. Oh my goodness. They're not quite cooked down enough for me. Ooh la la. I'm going blind. I'm going blind. Okay, so I'm a butter fiend. Maybe not that much. Maybe not double what we did. Maybe just like that piece we put in before, half of that. But I'm going to add this extra because you just can never have too much butter, friends. Right? This is good times. Good times, friends love lots of butter. Unless, of course, you guys have, you know, some pancreatic cancer. Like, not, sorry, I don't want to say that. My apologies. Some pancreatic issues, especially if you have a pancreatic cancer. Like, you're not going to want to eat butter at all. But, you know, other things, other digestive issues where maybe you can't break down animal fat. You can make this recipe with sunflower oils. They're quite good and they are really low on any sort of list of... It's an oil that's very diverse on different conditions when you can't have animal fats or different types of fats, or if you happen to have oxalates or salicylates, how you say that word. You know, a lot of olive oils contain things that other people can't break down. But sunflower seed oil seems to be like one of the pretty good universal ones. So you can do that instead. And I'm sure it's going to taste just as lovely as it is now. And again, you would cook it on that slow, low heat. So I'm going to let this cook now for about, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I'll let you know. I'm going to come back and make another little clip and I'll show you the second part of the video. Okay? Just imagine your kitchen smelling like this. Yo, yeah. You can do it. You could make your kitchen smell like this. All right, friends. I will see you